Okay, hello. I'm Roxanne from Café. I'm here with Raul Perez de Finca La Soledad in Guatemala.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Raul, for taking the time to talk to me today. So
No
basically,
problem.
I just want to present you, what you do, a little bit more about your farm, and yeah. So it's a family business. You've been at it for many generations.
Yeah, I'm the fifth generation working here with coffee. On my father's side, and on my mom's side, I'm the third generation working in the same region. No?
Hmm.
So yeah, it runs in the family.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not the same farm itself. Is it the same region?
From my father's side, yeah, it's the same farm that has been coming from a larger farm. Every next generation, they split it among siblings and then siblings again. So it was a very large farm, and now we only have but it's a lot. We still have like 90 hectares.
Okay,
Yeah,
and you keep half of the farm as natural forest, right?
yeah. We have 45 hectares of coffee and 45 hectares of forest.
Hmm.
The forest is not 45 hectares at once. It's just in little pockets,
Hmm.
protecting water resources or the highest parts of the farm. No, we have like 11, one section of 11, 22, 7 hectares each.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
Mm. Yeah.
Why is it called La Soledad?
The name was set by my grandfather when he passed away. He had in his will how the farms were going to be separated, and he named each of it.
Hmm.
Soledad is the name of my great grandmother, actually.
Okay,
Her full name was Soledad del Carmen. So we have one section of the farm called La Soledad and the other one called Del Carmen.
okay, great.
Yeah, yeah.
And who works on the farm now?
The whole family, my parents, my brother, and myself,
Hmm.
we're working there. Usually, like in our system was we'll spend some days at the city, some days at the farm, 3 days in the city, 1 week and a half in the at the farm, and back and forth. But since pandemic, my parents stay at the farm. Like there was no reason to come back to Guatemala City to be in a lockdown, no? So they decided to stay full time over there.
Hmm.
I have been living in a farm next to La Soledad for the last 5 years.
Hmm. El Llano,
Yeah.
right?
En el llano, yeah,
Llano,
exactly.
perdón.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
that's the name. Yeah.
okay, great. And I'm curious to know, like, what is your day to day as a coffee farmer? Like, what is your year like? Like,
Well, it changes depending on the season, no? Like right now, we are still on harvest.
mhm,
Fortunately and unfortunately, we're still on harvest. It's been a very long harvest, larger or longer than any other year.
mhm,
We were delayed by a few weeks because of the rain, also the lack of producers,
mhm.
of pickers. Sorry, the lack of pickers to work at the farm. It has been making the harvest a little bit longer. So I think probably by the end of this week we're going to be finishing.
Oh, that's good.
Finally, yeah.
When did you start? Like, how long was your harvest?
We started in November.
Oh yeah, okay.
Usually it's November to February.
Mhm.
But this we started a little bit in November. Then we have a period of no picking pretty much all November, and then we started again back in December, January, February, and today is still March, and we're still picking. So yeah,
Mm.
actually we're picking geisha still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, geisha is one of the varieties that takes a little bit longer to get ready
Hmm.
to be picked. So it's the last variety that we pick.
Okay. And like, do you get a break sometime in the year, or do you always have something to do, you know?
No, we have breaks. Actually, right now we're heading to a break. No, like after the harvest, there's a period that we have to wait a little bit for the rains. Usually, like March and April are the months that the rainy season will start. Like last week, we have all this past week was rain, which is very. It's not common to have it for in March, not to have a lot of rain. We have over, I think we are like around 150 millimeters in 1 week.
Oh yeah.
Which was a lot. Yeah, it's good because it's gonna stimulate the flowering. Probably next week we're gonna start having the first flowering. Which is amazing. No, like we don't do a lot of things during the flowering because we want the flowers to stay on the trees. And also we're going to a Easter break, so next few weeks we're gonna have a little bit of break, and then again we start to work a little bit more on planting, fertilizers, pruning shade, pruning weeds. That's pretty much the rainy season labor, no? Like it rains a lot, so the grass, so the weeds come back very often. Like you have to go like 6 times, 4 times, depending on the section. Fertilizers usually is in this time as well because of the water, no? Like they work better with a little bit of rain. The shade also has to be pruned in the first month of the rainy season, so we have like weeks that is very full, and then we have weeks that are a little bit more relaxed. But we're starting to have weekends already, no? Like during the harvest, we don't have weekends.
Oh, you just work 7 days a week?
We pick only until Saturday, but still we have to wash coffees, dry coffees on Saturdays on Sundays. So it's a 7 week. We work the 7 days of the week during harvest. Yeah, and also we can have like visitors coming. I don't know why this year the visitors were coming like on the weekends. So we have to work a little bit extra this year.
I see. Yeah. Do you have any project right now that you're really proud of that you'd like to share?
Well, yeah, we're trying to change a little bit the farm. No, we're facing a lot of problems with labor. It's not the first year; it's the second year actually. It's all over the region of Acatenango. I will say all the regions in Guatemala. Most of Guatemala will have problems right now with finding labor. So we want to sit down with my father and my brother and redesign the farm in a way that we can use less labor, probably. It's not that we can mechanize because it's impossible to mechanize over there. But we're going to be trying to redesign, have ideas of what we're going to do. Also, I want to increase the amount of organic fertilizer or compost that we're doing at the farm, or make it better. You know, make more and make it better than what we have been doing. Probably, I don't know if the budget is going to be enough. We want to change a little bit the layout of the wet mill as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing that makes me really happy, excited, proud, and stressed is we're working a little bit towards bringing back the soil, bringing life back to soil, which we are seeing that it's a key element on quality and productivity, and on the long term, the sustainability of the farm.
So like microbiology of the soil?
Exactly. Yeah.
So like you're studying the soil to see what is in there and trying to like balance it, basically?
Yeah, we're trying to restore it. But yeah, we have been making few tests in the last, I would say, 2 years. I've been receiving online courses about soil biology. It's a still very new topic in a lot of agriculture and in coffee in Latin America, even worse. No, like we don't even consider that to be part of the system. You know? So this year, I think we're going to be applying more and more of of the compost and the other things that we can do to bring the soil life back. Excuse me a little bit. Sorry.
No, the life of a father, no problem at all.
Yeah. We have a 2-month-old baby.
Yeah. Welcome
but
to
yeah, but those are I'll say that's the most interesting project right now that we have. Also searching for new varieties at the farm, like also that can help to restore the soil activity. Varieties that are resistant to leaf rust, a little bit more productive, and they will not need a lot of fertilizers. No, so I think it's another step that we have to take. Yeah, it's not a recipe. It's a well, actually, it's more like a recipe. I would say that you have to do a lot of things, a lot of ingredients to try to make it work. Yeah.
That must be very interesting to learn all of that.
Well, yeah, it's been almost 2 years of learning, basically, in order to start making decisions. No, like I know it takes a lot of time, but coffee always takes a lot of time. So we are very used to taking our time to decide exactly what we want and how we want it, and then face the problems that we're going to face, because for sure we're going to face a lot of problems with this new approach. But
yeah, it's always a learning curve.
Yeah, always a learning curve. Also, whatever is in the books or in the classes doesn't apply exactly around here. No, so we have to be adapting some of the systems. Yeah.
Great. And I'm curious to know, like, as consumers, like why do you think it's so important to choose like specialty coffee over commodity coffee?
Actually, we were having this discussion in the last 2 weeks with other people that is buying our coffee, and first of all, we have to separate big time the commercial grade with the specialty. No, we are in two very different businesses. One is trying to make coffee and all the things very cheap, available for a lot of people. And the other one is completely the opposite. No, is taking care of the land, taking care of the varieties, try to make a profit from this side and also to make a profit on your side, but being quality the main idea and the main goal for both of us. So I think it's important to distinguish the difference between them, so we can all together we can work towards something new, I would say, because I think it needs to be a little bit newer now. So, yeah.
Okay.
And also it means that because we have other friends and family that is doing commercial grade coffee and they're also making a living out of that. It's just like it's a completely different approach.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Well, I'm guessing it's a lot more work doing specialty coffee, but like you do make something out of it. But is it better for you guys to do specialty coffee? Like, can you do like a better living?
Yeah, I mean, it's we can have a little bit more of an income. It's a little bit different than commercial because the cash flow of the specialty is a little bit different. You have to adjust yourself to it because you will have small clients. Everybody's going to be shipping coffee at different times of the year. So your cash flow is coming in sometimes by drops.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more at the end of the year, but sometimes it's not there when you need it. No.
Yeah. I see.
For example, actually, March, April is for me, it's one of the most critical months to survive in budget on the money wise, because we don't export until like May or June.
Yeah.
So we don't have an income right now.
Yeah, but you need all that money to operate and to hire
Exactly.
people and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. On the other side, the commercial grade, sometimes if I finish next week, I can send all my coffee to the exporting companies or whoever is buying the coffee. And by the end of the week, you have some cash, probably less, but you have it. So sometimes I don't know which one is best, no? Like to have it a small amount, or to have more, but in like in drops, no, through the season.
Yeah, I got it. This is just very different ways of working.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's pretty much it. I don't want to take too much of your time. So I don't know if there's anything else you want to share with me, or.
Well, we're working a little bit more on the geisha as well. The geisha is one of the varieties that we're going to be focusing a little bit more on the soil. We believe that we can improve probably the quality of the geisha in the next 2 to 3 years by having a better soil system, better nutrition by the plant. So most likely we're going to improve a little bit the quality. So we're going to be focusing in 3 varieties mainly at the farm, which is geisha, H1, and Pacamara. And we'll see if the results are better for the next couple of years.
What's your personal favorite?
I like them all. They're all not like kids. They're my children.
No, I get that.
But sometimes you have a favorite. I like H1 and geisha. Very good varieties. Yeah. But also like a nice caturra, you can drink all week, no problem. Geisha for me as well. I can drink it all week without a problem. Yeah, when it's good, you can drink it all week.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. And what about you? Which one is your favorite coffee?
Oh, it depends. It very much depends. I mean, I have a thing for Guatemalan coffee in general. I'd say it's my go-to. But then, you know, I really like natural too. Like I have a thing for like an espresso, like natural Ethiopians that I really like. But yeah, it really depends. That geisha that you have, that we have actually from you, I really enjoy. It's cool because it has like a lot of different flavors. You can really have like that like cacao nutty flavor, but also this like very fruity and like I don't mean fruity, I mean floral, and you know, it's like 2 worlds in one cup, which I find really cool. But yeah, it really depends. I really like coffee in general, so I'd say yeah, because it's so different, right? That's what's so amazing about it. From one cup to another, it can be so that's why yeah, it's really hard to choose one in general.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll leave you be a dad. Thank you so much for talking to me, and hopefully we can talk soon.
Anytime. Yeah, we're here, and whenever you need to talk, we're always free.
Yeah, and hopefully one day I can go visit you, because I've been looking at pictures and I'm just like, looks dreamy. I'd really love
more than
to
welcome. More than welcome. We like hosting people around here, so whenever you want, you're welcome to come.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.